Salam and hello everybody, assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing really well. So welcome to my latest video, which is a meal prep video. So a weekly meal prep for a family of 8. So just a load of meals to get us through the week. So the first thing I made was a chicken and sweet potato curry, a combination I've never tried before, and it's actually quite tasty. So first of all, I was just peeling the sweet potatoes and chopping them. Please ignore my dopey face there, I was watching TV while I was doing that. So I made the curry how I would make it normally. So some oil, the chopped onions, some garlic and ginger paste. So the onions I'd actually chopped and frozen. So that's why I'm measuring them out with a cup, but it's about 2 medium onions chopped. And then once the onions are sauteed, add in the tomatoes. I like to add a little bit of water to the pan as it's cooking in case it gets a little bit too sticky. And there's all the spices and the salt that I added to this curry. So once you've got the tomato and onion base done, add in the spices and the salt. And then the chicken. And then the sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes, obviously they're a little bit sweet. Just in case you thought they weren't, and it's going to taste just like normal potatoes. Also, the texture once it's cooked, it's softer than normal white potatoes. So once the curry was ready, I garnished with some coriander and we ate it with some plain white boiled rice. So I kind of show you how we had each of the meals as well throughout the week. Next, I made a simple lamb curry. Can't go wrong with a simple lamb curry. So I just chopped some tomatoes. Again, just add some chopped onions and oil to a pan. Garlic and ginger paste, some tomatoes. So the garlic and ginger paste is homemade. It makes it a lot easier than chopping all the garlic and ginger as you go along. To give the lamb curry a creamy texture, I like to add a bit of Greek yogurt. Just tastes nicer and a bit more special than if you just add some water. So I usually freeze everything, and then on the day I take it out in the morning, let it defrost, heat it up in a pan, and we had it with some rice again. So I also marinated some chicken wings, so adding the spices and salt on screen. This meal actually, these chicken wings, I've put them away for like another week. So I've mentioned this a few times now, so you're probably bored, but I've started making an extra meal each week so that I've got like 1 week off every month or every like 5-6 weeks from any sort of meal prep. Because if I make 1 extra meal a week, after 5 weeks I've got 5 extra meals, or after 6 weeks I've got 6 extra meals, and that's a week of meals, just magically like that. And we have a takeaway a week, or maybe 2 if it's a special week. So anyway, yeah, I just marinated the chicken in whatever was on screen and then pop that away in the freezer. I like making a batch of meatballs in my meal prep. You can use them in a curry, in like a tomatoey sauce for pasta, or with spaghetti, or in wraps. There's just so much that you can do with meatballs. So I basically mix the mince with all the other ingredients, and then I actually baked the meatballs for about 25 minutes in the oven at, I think, 180 centigrade. A fan assisted, and then once they've cooled, I'll put them in a freezer bag, pop them away, and then on the day that I'm cooking them, I'll add them either to a curry or like for pasta and stuff. So this lot of meatballs, I actually made a lovely tomatoey sauce with it. We had some wraps. The kids had the meatballs in some finger rolls. So it's just a very simple tomato sauce with some passata and a couple of spices. So I've taken the meatballs out again in the morning. By evening, they're pretty much defrosted, and then I'll just throw them in the tomato sauce. Not literally throw them, because that would be very messy, but carefully add them to the sauce. That was actually a very delicious meal, mashallah. That was Ayub's plate. And for another day, I made this mince filling to have with stuffed peppers. So I used chicken mince and basically just cooked it in a pan with a little bit of oil until it had cooked, so until it was white and the water had dried off. And then I add in some onions, garlic and ginger paste, some tomatoes, and then salt and a couple of spices. I also added in a few spring onions. And then on the day, I actually sliced some peppers. These peppers were a little bit small, so a bit too flat, but if you've got nice big round peppers, it looked even nicer. But basically, I roasted them in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, put the mince filling over the top, topped with a bit of cheese, popped it under the grill for like 5-10 minutes. Yeah, it was ready. We had it with some rice again. And then for another day, I made some chicken, mushroom and broccoli pasta. So I basically made the pasta sauce and then boiled the pasta on the day. There's no point freezing that. It don't make any sense. Yes, I've got some chicken thighs. I just cut them into small pieces, added a bit of oil to a pan, cooked the chicken until it was white and the water had dried off. I sound like a broken record, don't I? Added the onions and garlic and ginger paste. And then the broccoli and the sliced mushrooms. So while the chicken and broccoli was cooking, I made the white sauce for the pasta. So some butter, plain flour, mix that until it's a paste, add in some milk, bring it to the boil. Add in some grated cheddar. And some coarse black pepper. And then just pour that over the chicken, broccoli and mushroom. Give it a good old stir. So on the day I made some pasta and then defrosted the pasta sauce. Added that to the pasta on a low heat, and it was a little bit thick, so I added a bit of milk to loosen everything up. And then it was ready and it was delicious and creamy, mashallah. And finally, I think it's the final one, I made a chicken and veg mixture for some ramen noodles. So first of all, I marinated the chicken pieces. So I think I used chicken breast. Did I? I can't remember. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, looks like chicken breast. So I've got some corn flour and everything else that was on screen. Then I popped that into a freezer bag. Chopped up a yellow bell pepper, a green bell pepper, and I think some spring onion. Then pop the veg in a freezer bag. Added in the chicken and then I froze that, and then on the day took it out and cooked it. So first of all, I cooked the chicken in a bit of oil. And then drain that on some kitchen roll. And then I cooked the veg in the same wok or pan. Added in the ramen noodles and some boiled water. Then just cook the noodles. They were lovely and ready. I think I added a bit of salt and coarse black pepper maybe. And then just topped with the lovely chicken pieces. And that was my meal prep for the week. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. Jazakallah, thank you so much for watching. Inshallah, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Salam. Bye.